Hi guys, this video is going to be a quick run through of how I label all my stock and put it into boxes. I've got quite a lot to get through today. I've got about 7 or 8 bags of stuff that's not currently in boxes, not tons of items, but enough that I need to get some more boxes. So got my GoPro ready, stick it on my head, just do a little run through of how I put it in a box, skew the thing on eBay, and then just pack it away really. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, well, this is the first test, so fingers crossed you can see this. I'm not sure how wobbly this is or how well you can see this, but it'll be a first good test. This is on my phone. So this here is all of the stock that I have to organise in. This boxes up here, some bags behind here as well. So do excuse the mess of the rest of the garage. As you can see down here, there's all these boxes. They are already organised. These 3 at the top here are full of TY beanies. I've cut a deal with a family friend that they want us to get rid of them for. That'll be a separate video because there's about 200 TY beanies looking at £1,000 in value roughly. Obviously that's if every single one sells. If they don't all sell, then still it's a nice little steady seller because TY beanies are loved, everywhere. There's some in here that are worth like £3, some that are worth 5. I've got a couple that are worth £15 plus, but nothing crazy. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is start going through all these bags up here, the ones down here as well by the chairs, and I've got 2 new boxes over here. I'm going to start putting the rest of them in there. Right, so first up I have this Barber t-shirt here which I bought a couple weeks ago. The sleeves on them were originally taken up, but I managed to get them out. As you can see, I'm not sure how well you can see this here on the laptop. I've already got it listed, so I'll just put in the custom SKU, which is A2, and A2 will be this box down here. So box A to A, whatever number it is, will be the boxes for my clothing, which is t-shirts and those sort of things, and shirts. So that'll just basically go in there. Come back to the laptop. Obviously, if it's not already got the label, then I put it in there. Like this leopard one here, this leopard All Saints top, sorry. It already has a label of A1, however the A1 box is completely full, so I'll have to change it out for A2, but this is the easiest way to do the custom SKUs. It's on the eBay seller dashboard. Instead of going into each listing and just changing them individually, this is just a much quicker way. But as you can see, I've got quite a lot here still, not organised. Quite a lot are organised though. These trains that I have listed are in a box over there. They're just staying in that box because I've not shifted many of the trains. So what I might do is just do a bulk listing, just a clearing, because they're taking up quite a bit of space. But yeah. So when it comes to stuff like these sort of jumpers that are fairly big, they all go in the B boxes. So I've got B1 at the moment. So this weird fish will go in a B2 box, which will also be over here. It just makes it a bit easier if you have certain numbers correlating with certain types of clothing. So we also have a media box as well, which makes it a lot easier to just have games in, which is up there on top of our other boxes and stuff. I've got some stuff to add to that, not a ton, but stuff like books and games can all go in there, and there's some other drawers beneath it which just have shorts in and stuff, because I don't have many shorts obviously because it's the winter. But I can get those listed if they're not already listed. I think most of them are. I've got some toys in that top on there. Nothing of great value except for a Halo figure, which I paid 50p for. Should be worth £30, £35 range. I sold 2 already from the same bundle. I paid £1.50 for all of the 3 of them. One sold for £32.50 and the other one sold for 40 quid. So I mean, it was a great little deal there. But yeah, that's in that drawer up there. So they will stay as they are. Well, quick adjustment to the camera. That probably is a bit better for you guys to see, actually, I think. Stuff like this, these mugs. I paid £1 for the pair of them. They're both Disney ones. I picked them up quite recently. These will probably end up over here in these drawers just because they're a bit safer. A bit, they're breakable. So I feel like them being there is just a bit safer. The only box I don't really have anything for is shoes. I picked these up today. This is Adidas VS Pace, I think they are. They were only £5, fairly worn, nothing too crazy about them, but you're looking at 20-25 quid. So shoes for the moment will probably just stay on top of the boxes once I've organised all of the clothes in them, or maybe go in the drawers with the space for them. I've got about 6 pairs of shoes. Like, I also have these Uggs that I bought at a car boot a while ago. I only paid £3 for them. The woman said they're genuine, the Uggies, which is like the original version from the Australian like branding, but they've hung around literally since September. But for £3 I couldn't say no to them, but they'll probably just, you know, sit out and just wait until they get their own box. So as you can see here, just looking at my media box, I have a bunch of just Wii games, basically, like, not even worth much, but they're just to go with the Wii bundle and the next buy a Wii. This all came from one bundle. Literally everything in this box, either it's just not worth listing on its own, or it's like third party. This Wii controller here is third party, so again, it's just sort of one to chuck in with the bundle. This book was a bit of a fail. I bought it because I wanted to try and get into Amazon FBA, decided against it, so it's just been in this box, so that would probably get re-donated, to be fair. But yeah, this is where like things like my Sky TV remote that I picked up will go, and my other books, there's Dean R. Koontz books, which are, funnily enough, in this bag here. So yeah, this sort of stuff will just be placed in here, and it'll be labelled with media on it. Now, stuff like this. This is a vintage Super 8 camera. I'm not too sure, you know, where to put it, or what box to put it in. I'll probably just put it in the same box I've got the mugs in over there. But this thing is really, really cool, to be honest. I picked it up a while ago for £5. The only other 2 or 3 that I sold were either brand new working for like £85. I think one sold £70. One sold pre-owned tested for £50, and the other one sold untested for £30. So I put mine up for £35. Not had much interest on it yet. A couple of watches here and there. I sent them an offer, and they've obviously just stopped watching it because I can't send them another offer. But it said it's sold as seen. All seems to work. I've tested it with batteries, and it comes on. Just not tested it with film. But for £5, it's really, really cool. So it's definitely worth picking stuff like this up. Obviously, as I'm organising my stock and, you know, going through everything here, I found this, which I picked up recently. It's this little Hedwig snow globe. Give it a shake. You know, it's all working, all in good condition. I paid 99p for it and originally gave it to my girlfriend. However, Jammy Dodger Flips bought one for £1 as well, I believe, and it sold for £20. So I was just like, you know, please, man, have it back because it's worth a bit more than I originally thought. She just said, yeah, take it. She supports me, you know, on reselling anyway, and always comes out charity shopping with me. And is, you know, she found the Moncler jacket that I sold for £250, and I paid £7.50 for it. So that was amazing. That's on my Instagram, that little highlight reel. But yeah, so this little thing here, usually relatively cheap, and it's a good thing to look out for. Nothing crazy, you know, nothing really Disney store related or Harry Potter store related. It's just a snow globe, but it seems to be sought after. I also picked this mug up today. It was £2.50. It's a Toy Story alien mug. It's a Save Planet Earth on this side, and it has one of the aliens with the, you know, Earth below it. Looking closely, as far as I can tell, the original price was £7, but this doesn't look used at all. The only other one that I saw sold for £20, and there's one listed at £30. So I reckon I'd probably put it up for like £25. You know, take an offer of £20, because it is a really cool mug, to be fair. But it looks like it's been listed before because some sticker stuff on the inside here, and then the charity shop didn't sell it, so it got moved on, or they reduced the price. But as you can see underneath here, it's still got the you know, the original tag underneath. I'll try and take this sticker off. Okay, never mind, that is not coming off in the slightest. But yeah, the Disney stamp's underneath there, and obviously it's got the original price tag, so £2.50, even into £15 great. So yeah, nice little find there. Well, when it comes to stuff like this Columbia fleece here, well, it's not even a Columbia fleece, it's a Columbia jacket, to be honest. I would put them in the box of the jumpers, just because it's a bit thinner than a jacket is. I like to have the jacket boxes, which are down here, for more like the, you know, the thicker coats, like the padded coats and the, you know, the puffers. But this one here, this is a really, really good find. It's a Columbia Ascender jacket. I paid £5 for it, and it's I'm pretty sure it's been like worn once. There's a tiny, tiny mark on the sleeve, which you probably can't even see on the camera. But these retail brand new for around £90. I didn't really realise it was worth that much, but I picked it up recently. It was in my most recent video, for, you know, only for £5, and I reckon I can get more towards the £50 mark now, considering it's pretty much brand new. You know, maybe taking off for a 30+, but yeah, that sort of stuff is a bit thinner, but still a jacket. Will go in this new box over here, which is the B2 box. So when it comes to big and bulky items like these dinosaurs here that I bought the other day, there's not really any way you can put them in a box. I mean, like, if you compare it to just these here, it's way too big. These are literally a metre long. So these would just have to be, you know, free on their own. I might put them on top of the boxes up here, to be fair, once I'm done, just because I can't really put them anywhere else, to be honest. All this stuff here that's in these boxes, I'm going to get a shelving unit, at least one here. This used to be my original photo place, so I used to have my clothing up here, and then I had a table put down here, but I've obviously moved over to this space now, where I, you know, not take my photos, but I do my listings. I've got my printer here and stuff, and I used to take my listing photos on like the floor in the dining room, just because the lighting's a lot better, either, you know, the grey part or a bit of a darker part, just because it looks a bit nicer. But what I'm going to do out here over the next few weeks, get the shelving unit put in over here, and then I think where this stuff is here, I'm going to build another worktop station like this, and put some laminate flooring on and get a nice backdrop to it, just so then that way, you know, every photo is the same. I'm going to buy a lighting kit as well. I've seen those ones on TikTok for like £20. You get 2 lights, which it just makes sense for 20 quid. But there's stuff all behind me which I will try not to show on camera, just because, you know, it's just, most of it's just junk. But once all that stuff behind me is all gone over here, then that will also make way for more shelving. Obviously, boxes being stacked on top of each other like this is okay, but it's just a bit awkward when you got to get to the bottom box and, you know, something's sold in that box, you got to pull it out. Again, yeah, the shoes all in this bag here, because I don't have a box for shoes at the moment. However, I'll probably just buy one tonight and just stick them in there. But they take up so much space, especially the bigger ones, so I try and not get as many shoes as I can, unless they're going to sell either really fast or, you know, at all. So like these Uggs, I was saying earlier, they've sat around for a long time, but they fold up quite nicely, so that's not too bad. So, thought I was done, and I forgot I had this left in my car. Some of this stuff is charity shop pickups, like these bags here, but this big one is from a Kilo wholesale I went to a while ago. Nothing has sold at all. Everything that I bought is, you know, it should sell. It's just taken a while to sort of get noticed. But I think my favourite thing, I picked up this like vintage Chevrolet satin bomber. It says the Heartbeat of America on the back of it, and on the front as well. It's by a company called Westark. That's the logo there. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. But this is really, really lightweight, so it wasn't that much in terms of cost, but I spent £84, I think, in total at the Kilo sale, and I picked up roughly 14 items, so it worked out about £5.60 an item. But in these other bags here, I just got some t-shirts that I've picked up and stuff. This is one of my favourite ones, most recent finds. This is like a vintage Florida t-shirt with Mickey Mouse on the front of it. Yeah, it's fairly worn. There's some, I think, discoloration on the back from either the graphic on the front or like sun cream from when someone's worn on holiday. But it's a really cool t-shirt. I mean, yeah, it's a proper Disney fans t-shirt. But that was only £5, so something like 15-20 quid would be fine for that. But yeah, that's stuff I'm just finding again that I forgot I sort of had and need to organise. But so that's all sorted out now into these new boxes here. I had to go into the C box and the D box, which is trousers and jackets, just because I had a pair of Levi's to put in there and the jacket that I showed you a minute ago. Everything else is organised. This stuff up here will remain in a box. This box is just full of like games and other stuff. This one here has my original Wii from when, you know, I was a child in here, which is about 7 or 8 years ago now. So I might actually sell that, to be fair. It's not being played with. I've got some games obviously up there, as you can see, to put with it. So it might make a nice little bundle. All the books are organised again. You can see I've got the breakables in that drawer there just to keep them safe. But yeah, everything is now in a box. There's nothing else left in my car, nothing else left in bags in the garage except for what I just showed you. And obviously my 2 backpacks I have to sell. They're both Swiss Gear or Wenger, however you say it, backpacks. So one on the right's much nicer than the left, one on the left obviously, but they're still great sellers. So I thought I'd pick them both up. But yeah, so that is going to conclude the video. All I have left to do now is just go through and make sure every single thing on here has a custom SKU. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll try and maybe get some footage from the next few charity shops I go to with the GoPro, because this thing does seem to work. But I need to buy a chest mount because at the moment it's just on my head. So yeah, that might be something I look to invest into. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. If you are new around here, then please, feel free to subscribe. It really does help me out. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.